Welcome to United Report. Manchester United chief Sir Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS have been cost-cutting since taking the reins, and they have now terminated an agreement with the club's former manager, Sir Alex Ferguson. Manchester United part owners, INEOS, have ended a multi-million-pound ambassadorial contract with Sir Alex Ferguson. The legendary Scot, 82, stepped down after 26 years at the helm in 2013, but penned an agreement which saw him become a global ambassador for the club soon after it's emerged that the agreement, said to be worth in excess of £2 million per year, and in place since October 2013, has now been terminated by INEOS. Ferguson was told in a face-to-face meeting with Sir Jim Ratcliffe that the club were trying to reduce costs and that they were no longer in a position to continue paying him beyond this season. Sources have since indicated that the meeting was amicable and there is no issue between the club and Ferguson, who remains a non-executive director. Ratcliffe acquired a minority stake in his boyhood club back in December and has overseen a raft of off-field changes, including a shake-up of the club's backroom structure and a number of redundancies after outlining plans to axe 250 members of staff. The club were the second highest spenders among Premier League clubs in this summer's transfer market, after committing more than £200 million on transfers in a bid to reshape manager Erik Ten Hag's playing squad. Ratcliffe previously waxed lyrical about Ferguson, who is the most successful manager in the club's history, after winning 38 trophies during his storied tenure at Old Trafford. Speaking back in February, Ratcliffe said he was the first person I met when I went up there, which I think was the second week of January, and I had a meeting from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. at his house, and I left at 1 p.m. He never stopped. He's got a lot of experience, a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of thoughts about the club. I don't think he has been encouraged to get involved, but he is still very thoughtful about the club, and he has an immense amount of experience. He really understands the values and traditions of the club and what it's all about. He's still fiercely competitive, Alex Ferguson. In a shocking move that has sent ripples through the football community, Manchester United has terminated its contract with legendary former manager Sir Alex Ferguson. The decision, reportedly influenced by the club's new chief, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, comes as part of a broader cost-cutting strategy since INEOS took over the reins at Old Trafford. Sir Alex Ferguson, who managed Manchester United for 26 years and led the club to unprecedented success, including 13 Premier League titles and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies, had remained an iconic figure associated with the club even after his retirement in 2013. His consultancy role was seen as a way to maintain a connection with the club's illustrious past while guiding its future. However, the recent changes in management and the push for a more streamlined operational structure have led to difficult decisions. Ratcliffe, known for his no-nonsense approach to business, is focused on revitalizing the club's financial health. The decision to terminate Ferguson's contract, though met with backlash from fans and pundits alike, is seen as a strategic move to reshape the club's direction. In a statement released by Manchester United, the club expressed gratitude for Ferguson's invaluable contributions over the years. Sir Alex will always be a part of our history and legacy. We thank him for his guidance and support. The statement read. However, it emphasized the need for a fresh approach in the wake of significant financial restructuring. The reaction from the football world has been swift. Fans took to social media to express their dismay, with many questioning the wisdom of severing ties with a figure as revered as Ferguson. Pundits have debated the long-term implications of this decision, pondering whether it signals a complete departure from the traditions that have defined Manchester United. For Ratcliffe and INEOS, the challenge now lies in balancing the club's storied history with the need for modernization and fiscal responsibility. As they look to navigate the complexities of rebuilding Manchester United, this bold move reflects a commitment to creating a more sustainable future, albeit at the cost of parting ways with a beloved figure. The next steps for both Sir Alex Ferguson and Manchester United remain to be seen. While Ferguson has not indicated what his future plans may entail, the footballing community will undoubtedly keep a close eye on how this decision impacts the club's trajectory moving forward. As the dust settles on this unprecedented decision, Manchester United's fans and stakeholders are left to ponder what lies ahead for a club that has always prided itself on its rich heritage and commitment to excellence. It's been some year for Manchester United midfielder Kobbie Mainoo this time last year. He had made just 3 first-team appearances for the club, with only one coming in the Premier League as a second-half substitute against Leicester City in February 2023. Fast forward 1 year, he has made 44 appearances for the club, scoring 5 goals. He also established himself as a regular in the England starting lineup, starting all of the nation's knockout games on the road to the Euro 2024 final. He has started every league game for United so far this season and has established himself as a key cog in the system. His performance in the 2-1 win over Manchester City in the FA Cup final at the end of the season is probably a standout moment. At just 19 years old, there is big hope for what the midfielder can achieve, both with United and with England in the coming years. As the Three Lions return to action on Sunday, he's a player who will be missed by the national team as they take on Finland in the Nations League. Here's a look at why he's not available for England, as well as the latest update on his long-term future at Old Trafford. The midfielder was due to be with England for the international break, but withdrew at the start of the week due to injury. It comes at a time when the defeat against Greece led to calls for a second defensive midfielder to play alongside Jordan Henderson after Lee Carsley's failed experiment of playing without a recognized number 9. Mainoo was back in action for United last weekend, playing 85 minutes of the game against Aston Villa after missing the Europa League clash against Porto with a suspected hamstring injury. It remains to be seen if he will be available for the Premier League clash against Brentford when the Premier League returns. As well as his injury, the talk around Mainoo this week has been surrounding a new contract at Old Trafford. The Manchester Evening News understands that an agreement over a new deal is close, with talks taking place since back in March. Mainoo only signed a long-term deal back in February last year, but will now be awarded for his performances with increased terms. Over the last 12 months, he has made a huge impact in what has been his breakthrough year. Speaking last month, United boss Ten Hag outlined how his experiences on both the domestic and international stage can help Mainoo become the perfect midfielder. He collected such good experiences at the Euros, and those experiences will help him to become a better player, 100%. He said, "Where do I see him? The perfect midfielder is one who is very good in attacking, very good in defending. He's a player who can do that. He can play as an attacking midfielder and also as a holding midfielder. We have to see from situation to situation and occasion to occasion who is available, the opponents where we can hurt the opponent or take some strength from the opponent where we use the players. So with Kobbie, we can use him as an attacking midfield or a holding midfielder. In approaching games, this is what's needed."